Hi viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel Pathshala Educational Trust. So what is my topic? Yes, my topic is for very small children, like UKG first standard children. Okay, so this is like very basics, what we find, what we see in our garden. So it's all in my garden. So in the garden, what we see? Yes, we see some insects, right? So what is that? So let us learn the spelling of this. What is this? This is a spider. This is a spider. So I spell here SPIDER. Spider. This is spider. We see in the garden, right? Yes, it has how many legs? It has 8 legs. So this is a spider. And what we see? Yes, we see web. Web of a spider. We also see web in the gardens, right? So these webs are houses to the spiders. So spider lives on this. We also sometimes see these in houses also, right? So in the garden we see most of them, these webs. And what is the next one? Yes, in the garden we also see nest. We also see nest. So nest, what is a nest? Actually, nest is the house of birds. Nest is a house of birds. Like we also see this nest near trees, right? They just build it on the trees. So we will be able to find these in the gardens. Next, what we see in the garden? Yes, we see flowers. We see flowers, like many of the flowers will be in the garden. That is the reason it is garden. It is mentioned that, right? So we see many flowers over there, pink flowers, red flowers, right? We see many flowers. So I just want to spell the flower spelling. FLOWER. Flower. Okay, flower. And what we see? Yes, what is this? Very tiny insect, very tiny animal, right? Yes, this is bee. What we get from the bee? We get honey from the bee. This is honey bee. We almost, like, we see these in the gardens, like many of the gardens, like be able to see honey bees moving around here and there. Gee sounds, right? Yeah, next what we see, very beautiful and wonderful insect. What it is? It's butterfly. It's butterfly. So many of you kids also like butterfly because it has a very different colors on the body, right? On its body, like it looks very pretty, and the screen of the butterfly is also really pretty good, right? I love butterflies. Many of us love it, right? So let us spell the butterfly first. Butterfly. 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 And next, what we see? Yes, most of us see in the gardens. What we see? Very tiny thing. What is it? Yes, that is ant. Yes, we see red and black color ants, right? These move around the garden. They usually walk a lot. Yes, ant, very small but very tricky also. So this ant also we see in the garden. Many ants, right? Yeah. And what we see in the garden? Yes, leaf. We see leaf. Yes, leaves. Different kind of leaves we'll be able to see in the garden. They are not same different trees have a different types of leaves, right? We see them in the garden. For the rose plant we see different type of leaf, whereas for the banyan tree it will be different, right? So we see different kind of leaves in the garden. Yes. And what else we see in the garden? We see trees also in the garden, right? We also see plants, and we also see some creepers, and we also see trees, very big trees, right? Yes. And what else we see in the garden? We see ponds also, like water body, very small water body, that is pond. Yes. What else we see in the pond? Yes, frogs and tiny insects living in the water, right? Yes, pond. Pond. Pound. Okay. And what else? This is grass. What else we see in the garden? We see grass in the garden. We just lie on it, right? On the in the garden we see grass, and we sit on the grass, we lie on the grass, right? It's like wherever we see in the garden we observe very greeny part, right? That is grass. And what else? This is very pretty animal, right? This is snail. This is snail. We see snail also in the garden. Very smart animal, right? So snail, its spelling is Snail. Snail. Okay, snail. What else we see? Can anyone guess what else we can see in the garden? Yes, we see pots. Very small plants are kept in the pots, right? So we see some plants which are kept in the pots. Yes, different kind of plants we see in the garden, right? And what else? Can anyone guess? Come on. Yes. What is this? This is worm. We see worms in the garden. Yes, very small worms moving here and there in the garden, because they'll be eating leaves, right? We see many of the worms in the gardens, right? Yes. So I have a quiz here. By seeing the picture we have to tell what animal it is. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, guess the word. So what will be the animal here? It's like a quiz actually. I think my system doesn't make it, but yeah. So until here I'm finished. Okay, so these are all the animals we find in the garden. Thank you so much. Catch you later. Please do subscribe my channel.